Hey buddy, it's Crazy4, and welcome back to some more Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. In the last episodes, we went through Classic Mode once again with Sheik. It was pretty good episodes, Zelda's, alternate ego, her disguise or whatever. Yeah, we got to see a lot of like how different Sheik was in this game compared to back in Melee and Brawl. But it was pretty cool, very, very fun episode overall. In this episode, however, we're gonna have a little bit more fun, I will say, because we're gonna be continuing Classic Mode, right? Another run through as the Demon King from the Zelda series. Ganondorf, the main rival, the main arch nemesis of Link. Ganondorf's one of my favorites, so I'm very excited to play this, but first off, he's got some things. So first and foremost, Ganondorf is actually an unlockable fighter. How do you unlock him, you may ask? Well, you either complete one of the following. You either play 80 versus matches, or clear Classic Mode as Link or Zelda on intensity 5.0 or higher. After doing one of those two methods, Ganondorf will then be fought on Gerudo Valley, in which you must then defeat him, and you know the drill from there. Yeah, so he's unlockable, so keep that in mind. And let's check out his alternate costumes, his palette swaps, everything. So we have a standard black outfit, his black costume, which besides reusing his, so obviously it reuses his Twilight Princess design as it did back in Brawl. Ganondorf now has the glowing chest wound from his attempted execution. That's like a Zelda Twilight Princess thing. I'm not gonna go more into it because I don't even know myself, but yeah. That's a whole thing. His main design change in this game compared to back in Brawl. Then we have a white outfit, which is complementary to Link's Darkling costume. We have a purple outfit, which you cannot really see right now, but it is purple, and a green one, and a red one. I think all of those are also just like Smash originals, but to an extent also kind of like are based off of Zelda and Link's costumes as well. The purple, green, and red ones are likely. We have a yellow outfit, which resembles his appearance in Ocarina of Time. We have a gray outfit, which I guess sort of it's gray. It's more, it is gray. It is gray. And then finally, a blue outfit, which resembles his appearance as the monster Ganon in the original Legend of Zelda, A Link to the Past, and A Link Between Worlds. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So Ganondorf, this is going to be quite an interesting episode to say the least, because, I mean, like I mentioned, Ganondorf is a character that I enjoy playing as quite a lot. I wanted to do freaking Fire Emblem. Ganondorf's really fun. I like, even though he's like one of the worst characters in the series, like specifically Brawl and Smash 4 Ganon, they're not good. They're just generally not that good. I'm pretty sure in both games I'm pretty sure in both Brawl and Smash 4, Ganondorf is ranked as the lowest character in the tier list, and really any tier list from either game. So yeah, it kind of sucks that he's ranked that low, but it kind of also makes sense why. He just doesn't have enough going for him to make him like super, super crazy, you know? And also there's like a lot that he has to like rely on in order to like be good, if that makes sense. So, there's a lot to him. But even then, if you know how to use the guy, he's very freaking good. He can be very, very good. He's extremely powerful, obviously. So, like, if you can catch an opponent lacking heavily, oof, you're gone in like a few hits. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I guess I'll do DK. I don't want to do Jungle J. It's Diddy Kong, never mind. Oh, that sucks. Oh, we do have DK as a teammate, though. I guess I'll take it, sure. Why Olimar as a teammate? I have no clue, but he's there. So, yeah, let's go over Ganondorf's special moves real quick. Obviously, the same as it was back in Brawl. We have his neutral special, which is Warlock Punch. What was that? What I witness? Okay, I was gonna freaking demonstrate the Warlock Punch, but I guess Diddy Kong just decided to commit. So, sure, yeah, let's do Pokemon. I might as well. I haven't done many Pokemon fights. It'll be, the Unova stage, right? Oh no, it's gonna be Prison Tower this time. Interesting. Fun fact, I I played through Pokemon Y recently for the first time, and it was pretty good. I liked it a lot. It was really fun. But yes, anyways, Warlock Punch. It's the standard B, where he charges up a punch, and after a little bit of time, releases it. So unlike DK's, he does not charge it, and he can't just like keep the punch ready for a later instance, for a later point where he wants to send it out. Now, what's nice about the Warlock Punch is that if it's activated on the ground, he actually has super armor with the attack, which, as you can tell, it's very, very useful. It's a very slow attack to initiate, but it's so strong, and having that extra little bit of super armor is incredible. It's really, really good. It's also a move he can also obviously initiate in the air. I'm pretty sure if he uses it in the air, it does more damage than if he were to hit it on the ground. So, oh, there's a trophy there I didn't even realize. Damn. So yeah, it does. So the move itself does 30% on the ground, but it does 38% if it's used in the air. So I'm just saying, you know, take that as you will. But we also have another mechanic to it: the fact that he can also reverse the move. He can, once he starts off the attack, he can then immediately press the opposite direction and reverse the attack. Not only will it be able to like catch opponents that are behind you, that like end up going behind you for whatever reason, but it also ends up giving you a little bit more firepower to your... That killed me? In what world? It ends up giving you a lot more firepower to your hits. Yeah, it does more damage than... The reversal does end up doing more damage than if you were to hit the move standard. So, really? Really? Okay. And it's also another move that benefits a lot, or another form that benefits a lot from using it in the air. It does more damage, as we all know. I want to show it off. Like the, Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Where is this guy going? Bam! Ooh, that was a heavy hit. So yeah, just in case you guys want to know, 30% the move does standard on the ground. It does 37% on the ground if you reverse. It does 38% in the air, and if you aerial reverse it, it does 40%. So yeah, it does a hell of a lot of damage, and it also has like incredible knockback. So there's a lot to it. Yeah, so keep that in mind. You know, it's a very good move. Just saying, it's a very, very good move. Let's go over his side special real quick. This one is Flame Choke, where he kind of soars along in a horizontal fashion for a little bit. After a while, he then ends, if there's an opponent near him, he will then end up grabbing them and kind of flame choking them and slamming them, essentially slamming them into the ground. If he uses it when there are no opponents near him, kind of like that, they just kind of like does a horizontal slide, and that's like about it. It can also, as you saw, can be used in the air. If used in the air, it has a little bit of interesting property to it. He can use it as a suicide move. Yeah, so if you use it in the air, you can grab an opponent and basically bring them all the way down to the ground and slam them, right? But if used off stage, it can be used as a way to suicide with the opponent. It's kind of crazy the way it works, but I love it so much. It's so freaking fun. I'm pretty sure that if Ganondorf were to use the move and, you know, KO himself along with the opponent, that the opponent will end up dying first. So, you know, if you want to cheese with Ganondorf, you know, use that to your advantage, because it's very freaking good. It's so freaking good. Yeah, so like, obviously, the ground throw does like the most damage. Sorry, it does a decent amount of damage at 12, and then the aerial throw actually does a little bit more damage. So there's that, and then the release has a little bit of damage to it as well. But yeah, the fact that you can just use that as just like a grab and just bring them down to out of bounds is crazy. Now this move, the up B, I sadly took too long to talk about it because I'm a dumbass. But this one is one I can't really show off to the full extent. Oh, I guess no, I can Master Shadow. So his up B is called Dark Dive, where it's kind of similar to like Captain Falcon's, where he basically can launch himself up in the air and does a little move like that. If you were to hit an opponent with the tip of the move, it actually does a little bit of regular like damage and knockback. So there's that. But the main property of the move is that he can actually grab opponents with his up B. He can grab opponents. And another fun thing is that if he were to grab an opponent, he can then use the move again. And yeah, and then grab another opponent or something. I don't know. Whatever he wants to do. Ganondorf has a lot of different properties to him. So, yeah, it's a move that generally does that is better as a grabbing attack, but you can use the uppercut function of it to like just do a little like damage with that if you so please. Actually, it can kill too. I've killed with it before. So not only just with like the grab like release thing, but obviously with the uppercut itself. So yeah, we'll show it off fully when Master Shadow comes around, and then at the same time we'll also show off what is it, Warlock Foot or something? That's his down B. So now let me try and kill these guys off. The damage he does is insane. This is stupid, I'm doing this. Hold up. Boom! That's some good damage. Alright, let's try and show off how it works. Obviously in the air he also does like just a little boost. Basically same way as if he uses it on the ground. But this is how it works. So, if I can just use it. Hold up. Oh, this is really tough. Maybe if I like launch him. Hey, Ganondorf, excuse me. Wow, this guy has so much range. It's insane to me. There we go. See how it works? That's how it is. So he grabs him, does like this really cool electric kind of attack, and then afterwards explodes off of them and like launches them in the direction. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good move. Bam, and then you can see I can use it right after again. So as long as you can like keep grabbing opponents with the move, you can consistently use the attack. So it's nice. It's pretty nice. But now we of course have his final one, his down special, Wizard's Foot. That's what it's called, where he simply goes in a horizontal fashion and with his foot and does a kick. Does a really big kick that has some damage and some knockback to it, mainly a knockback attack. What's nice about the attack is that if you were to use it in the air, you actually go in a more diagonal fashion. It's not that much diagonal, but he does go more diagonally with the move if you were to use it in the air. Another thing that's actually pretty cool about using it in the air is that it has a meteor smash to it, so you can actually kill someone, you can spike someone with the attack if used in the air properly. Obviously, it's kind of hard to use it really well, but if you do use it, it's very, very good. Just saying. So yeah, bam. I kill with Wizard's Foot? I mean, okay, sure. Apparently the air version of the attack also like does relatively high shield damage, so there's that. And yeah, but it also has like very bad end lag and is very risky to use off stage. You can use it off stage, absolutely, but very, very risky to do so. So just like mind that. But yeah, that's Ganondorf. There we have it, it's Ganondorf and his classic mode run through. We talked a lot about Ganondorf. I spent so much time talking about freaking Warlock Punch, but it's just such a good move, and I just like, I want to like just say like, hey, this is how it works, you know, you want to know the specifics of it, here it is, you know. So it's like, there's all that stuff. Hopefully you guys are appreciating the effort I'm putting into like reading all this stuff about every single character. It's gonna be a lot. There's like what, 58 characters or something in this game? It's a lot. There's so many. There are so many characters in Smash 4. It's insane. We're all had like 35. I guess technically like maybe 39 or 40 if you counted like both Zelda and Sheik, both Samus and Zero Suit Samus, all three Pokemon of Pokemon Trainer, you know, all that stuff. But like as like individual, as like the combined characters like you would see on the on like the character selection screen, it was I think a total of 35. So, but Smash 4 obviously increased that by a good little bit, specifically because they do actually, well, not only because they just generally have more characters in the game, but also because they do separate some, like fully separate them, and like they're officially like their own characters, you know, their own fighters. So you know, there's all that. to keep in mind. But yeah, anyways, Ganondorf, that was a lot of fun. I felt very comfortable playing as Ganondorf. Not only have I played as him a lot, just like in any Smash game, but I also just like kind of just, in a way, know how he works, you know? So like, that's kind of like the main reason why I liked going over Warlock Punch so much, because it's a move I like to use a lot of the time in battles, and just it has so much different like, so many different like I guess properties to it, if you want to even call it that, that like makes it so like unique, you know, and I love going over that. So it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. But yeah, overall, Ganondorf, I love this character a lot. I know how to, I feel like I know how to use him pretty well, to an extent. Yeah, I'm familiar with the character, I'm comfortable with him. So, and that picture of him like flame choking Link is crazy. Goes kind of hard, not gonna lie. I do like it a lot. Alright, good job, Ganondorf. Good freaking job, my guy. Let's go ahead and check out his remaining things, though. His final smash, of course, and his taunts. Final smash and taunts, again, same as they were in Brawl. He's basically the same as he was in Brawl. He's a slight bit better, I feel. I think he's definitely better in this game than he was in Brawl. I guess probably some like Smash 4 mechanics that make him a little better. So, yeah, just saying. That's just my personal opinion. Maybe I'm probably correct about that. I think he generally is better in this game than he was back in Brawl. I think Brawl is, I will say, is probably his worst iteration. But let's check out his taunts real quick. So we have his up taunt. Spins around while floating in the air and just like does that like, that little, yeah, the little bam. I like that one a lot. Then we have his side taunt. Having like his hand punch his fist. Or sorry, his fist punches the palm of his hand while emitting some dark energy. And finally his down taunt, where he pulls out his sword from Twilight Princess, stares at it for a second and just puts it back. He does not use his sword at all. He has it as one of his taunts, but just does not use the freaking sword. Well, technically, this game does have custom moves. We'll get into that later. Possibly. But yeah, that's Ganondorf. I like all his taunts. I think they're very good. Now, let's check out his final smash, where, again, same as it always was, this is Beast Ganon, where he transforms into the beast form that he has. I mean, it's called Beast Ganon, but it's just officially just Ganon from like some Twilight, from some Zelda games, where he is not like in this humanoid form, he's like in that really big beast form, where he appears. After he does appear, he lets out this big roar, which actually stuns the opponent, and then afterwards he just dashes off screen, and then does like heavy damage to the actual opponent. So the appearance apparently itself does damage, the paralyze itself does damage, and then of course the charge does damage. So three different instances of damage. Opponents that actually are too close to his activation will then be buried, but then opponents like Kirby, who are actually a good amount of distance away from me, will instead be paralyzed. So yeah, if he was like, you know what, let me show it off real quick. So if he's like, if I'm like right next to him, he then gets, yeah, he gets immediately buried the moment I come out with Beast Ganon. So it's a pretty cool final smash. Strong as heck, and it's just so cool. It's such a cool one. I love that one a lot. But there we go. That's all Ganondorf. Let's check out his, obviously, his trophy real quick before we end things off. Ganondorf, the king of evil that awaits Link at the end of most of his adventures. Ganondorf possesses the Triforce of Power. In Smash Bros, he makes up for his low speed with devastating power. The strength of his blows can knock back most opponents, get close with a dash attack, and pummel your foes. His dash attack is actually pretty decent to like just kind of get in, get a little quick hit in, and just like go ham. So yeah, Ganondorf is such a fun character. I love this character a lot. Yeah, and as you can see, you know, again, very similar to how he looked back in Brawl, but now he has like that big hole in his chest. So if you've played Twilight Princess and you've like seen a playthrough of it, you kind of know what that's all about. I did kind of mention it a little earlier when reading off his like costumes, but yeah, as we said, that's the point. So that is it for today's episode of Super Smash Bros. It's just Super Smash Bros. In the next episode, we will continue Classic Mode by going through the last Zelda character, Toon Link. Yes, the Wind Waker version of Link himself. Well, it's Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, and Spirit Tracks. I'm pretty sure that's all three games that Wind Waker is like, or that Toon Link himself is like present in. So it's not like standard Link as it is for most of the games. But yeah, so I guess that's it. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Social media, including the Twitch, the second channel, the music channel, and the VOD channel. Everything's down below. Go check it out. Good stuff down there. And I'll see everyone in the next one. Pop-Tart out.